Hey people, what's going on? It's Jameel, and I have a new interview I'm coming out with, and I have a few more interviews in the future. And what these interviews are about are like other people who are going through gang stalking. One thing I didn't realize is there's actually people out there who suffer from like some sort of attacks, like psychotronic attacks, like technology that's meant to disturb the consciousness of people. And I think with me, I'm so deep into meditation and prayer, and I've been developing it for like the last 2 or 3 years. I don't know if it's just me and just like I'm in the zone and things like that are unable to affect me, or just I've never been targeted by it before. But I've been speaking to people. They've been having like things where these people actually hear voices, and it is really hard. It might be really hard to believe that something like that be possible. There's a technology out there that can do that. But back in the 1970s, there was a congressional hearing in which the director of the Central Intelligence Agency admitted that technologies like that were available. And this is back in the 70s. Since then, the government has come to admit, the Department of Justice, which is the federal government, admitted that gang stalking was real. So, if technologies like that were available in the 70s, and then the government's admitting gang stalking is real, it wouldn't be too far-fetched for me to believe that people within the gang stalking program have technologies like that available. And I did an interview with a guy on my cell phone, and I put it on speakerphone, and I put it on my other channel. I got another channel I use. I'm uploading the interview to that channel. But he was going in depth with it. He was talking about drone planes, a lot of other stuff. And I believe him 110% because I've come across a lot of videos on YouTube of people going through similar stuff, and they explain it very similar. I've talked to a lot of different people who don't know each other over the telephone, and a lot of them have in the extreme cases, a lot of them have explained that they've had these types of symptoms. And, it goes from cars on the corner and them being followed and all this stuff, on and on and on and on, to more advanced types of things where people's consciousness are being interfered with through technology. And so, in a weird way, it's pretty cool. It's interesting. I'm talking to all these different people, and I'm learning about them, their lives, what they're going through. And it's sort of like, I don't know, it's sort of like a progressive type thing, where I'm able to give people advice and influence. And the biggest factor I see that's stopping people from progressing is fear. People are so intimidated by the gang stalking program, they're afraid to progress and be who they want to be and go towards their goals. And so that's where I come in with. I just tell them take it, make every day better than the last, every day better than the last. I'm like guiding them through it. I started off, thinking that the gang stalking thing wasn't gang stalking. I started off thinking it was a situation in which it was a sort of like assassination type thing, because I dealt with other people. I came into gang stalking after a big ordeal I had involving some, incredible powers in the world. And so, for me to go into gang stalking, I had to grind through that, and then grind through that, and grind through that. And then I'm at the level now where everything within the gang stalking program has literally helped me to be a better person. Everything they've thrown at me has made me 110% better. And so now I'm able to talk to people who are just getting into it, or some people it's been going on longer than me and they just haven't put the pieces together and been able to grind through it. Some people are like, man, this is horrible, this is miserable. I'm telling you, there's success within the gang stalking program. You can successfully grind through it. It's just like me. I eat better, I drink better, I exercise better. My prayer, my meditation is better. I'm like way more happier, man. Like when I get out, when I get out, like when I get out and about and I see some pretty females, I'm just like, dog, man. I just let loose. I start tearing into them like, hey, baby, what's your name? Blah, 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 blah. And it's like before, you know what I mean? Before I was doing my conspiracy, I was aggravated all the time. I never did that. And now I'm just like, man, I don't even feel like a human being anymore. I just feel like, like a dog just roaming around and stuff like that, It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But, so, this is where I'm coming from. I'm using my experiences to help people. And for people who are very unfamiliar with what gang stalking is, or they're not interested in gang stalking, I encourage you to look it up and get into it. There is one person, Ted Gunderson, the former head of the Los Angeles FBI. He was the head of the FBI for like 20 years. He went through gang stalking. And so I always say, man, some guy who was the head of the FBI for 20 years in Los Angeles can go through it. Anybody can go through it. And so I just encourage people to look into it. You know, I used to do a lot of conspiracy and stuff like that. That's what led me up to gang stalking and being the only person in the world that ever beat gang stalking. I mean, actually, I look forward to the program because it helps me grind through and become better. I mean, like I'm stronger today than I was yesterday, faster than I was yesterday. I mean, everything is getting better. Everything, you know, I actually hope the gang stalking program doesn't go anywhere. Like I'm kind of worried about it might disappear or something. To be honest with you, you know.